The Nike of Samothrace that sat in this space from 1913 until 1959 was maybe the first example of the long history of generosity of Ohio State University alumni. The class of 1892 was probably less than 250. It must have been a fairly cohesive group of people, and they must have done well in their careers because 20 years later, they donated this reproduction from the Louvre in France. Nike was the goddess of victory, and it seems to depict an important naval victory of the time. And that's why it's called in the Louvre, La Victoire de Samothrace. This reproduction that was installed here in 1913 with the opening of this great building was made of plaster. And I can't speak for the workmanship of the original, but it did not last. By the early 1950s, the library director at the time, Louis Branscombe, began to raise alarms with administration, suggesting that it be removed before one of the wings fall down on one of the students. Under the dark of an April spring break, they removed the statue, and it now lives in a landfill somewhere. You have to remember that this room from 1965 until the renovation was a mess. It was two rooms because a floor had been laid between where I'm sitting on the second floor and the ceiling to make a third floor. This one came to be because of our emeritus library director, Bill Studer. This room is a restoration zone to make it look like 1913 in its classical sense. And Bill knew that the Nike of Samothrace statue gracing this facility was what the room needed. We found Skylight Studios in Woburn, Massachusetts, who were able to create this, and I believe they had a model from the original 1912 reproduction that we had originally in this space. And it was very, very exciting to see it happen. The construction crew was very happy. Bill Studer was here, and the rest of the team were here, and it was a very sweet experience.